Hello and welcome to Our Lady of the Snows Catholic Academy Pre-K for All program. My name is Elisa Gately and I will be your child's pre-K teacher this year. I'd like to share with you a little slide presentation that I've put together to go over some of the highlights of the school year and some of the important things that we're going to need to follow for the year. Okay, first of all, welcome to Our Lady of the Snows Pre-K for All program. Our class name is Pre-K-C. There are 3 Pre-Ks within our Pre-K for All program, Pre-K-A, B, and C, and we're C. I want to welcome everyone coming to our school this year. We're very excited to start off the year, and I look forward to hearing about all of your summer adventures and all the fun things that you did preparing for school this year. My name again is Elisa Gately. The children will call me Miss Elisa. And once again, our class name is Pre-K-C. Okay, a little bit about myself. I attended St. John's University, receiving both my bachelor's and master's there. I've taught at our OLS for 23 years. I've taught pre-K here for the last 10 years. I'm married. I have 2 teenage daughters, both attending college right now at a state, one at Sacred Heart University and one at Loyola University in Maryland. I enjoy traveling and going to the beach. This summer, I took a trip to Arizona and I visited the Grand Canyon, which was so exciting. I'd love to hear all about all of your summer adventures this summer. I'm also an avid New York Yankee fan and a New York Giants fan. Okay, let's go over some of the health and safety protocols that we'll be following this year in school. Okay, first of all children and adults will be wearing masks in school. The children should arrive at school wearing their mask. Their mask should be labeled with their name, especially in the beginning of the year. It's nice to have their name on the outside of their mask. Please make sure also that you send in an extra mask for the children so they have a second mask that is clean, because different things happen throughout the day where it may require them to change their mask. Just in case though, we also do have some masks in school. When the children arrive in the morning, they should be wearing their masks and all ready to go outside. We will be taking a daily temperature check at the door. The children will also be sanitizing their hands as they walk in the door. There is a health questionnaire that you are required to fill out each morning for them so that they can attend school. We have many times throughout the day where the children will be washing or using hand sanitizer. We're very conscious of washing their hands throughout the day. Social distancing, when the children walk in the morning, they'll be spaced out coming in through the doors outside. The door that we enter in is the playground doors on the side of the building on 258th Street, and the children should line up distanced. We have a full-time school nurse who, if there is any child who is not feeling well, the children will be sent to the nurse and you will be called to come pick them up. There should be someone available to pick them up within 15 minutes of a phone call. So please make sure each day that you're sending your child to school in good health. And if they do not feel well during the day, we will be sending them to the nurse and have someone available to pick them up. Okay, all of your child's physical must be up to date. Also, all children are required to have a flu shot. Okay, bathroom time throughout the day. Please make sure that the last thing your child does before leaving home is to use the bathroom. It's very important. It's a lot of times it's a little bit of a disturbance if, as they're coming in, they're all saying that they need to use the bathroom. Of course, there are problems that arise and a child might have to go to the bathroom, and of course they will go, but please try to have your child use the bathroom right before they leave home. Okay, in our classroom, the children will go to the bathroom twice a day as a whole group with the teacher and the aide, and we split them up, boys and girls. Um, I'm in one room, my classroom aide is in the other bathroom. And the children are taught how to properly wash their hands um, and take care of themselves. But the children need to know how to use the bathroom by themselves. They go into a stall. The stalls are not locked, but they need to know how to wipe themselves and take care of themselves. Okay, if throughout the day a child needs to use the bathroom, um, they go to the bathroom with a classroom aide. They just have to ask, and a child is never refused going to go to the bathroom. Again, we practice proper hand washing, and we ask you to practice with them at home. We have them counting to 20 and scrubbing the tops and bottoms of their hand. We're also going to ask you to please send in an extra set of clothing in case there is an accident, someone doesn't make it to the bathroom, or different times throughout the day, their water could spill on them, or their lunch could spill on them, or paint. We ask that you send an extra set of clothing in a Ziploc bag labeled with their name. It does not have to be a school uniform. We don't want to have a new uniform that sits in their cubby the entire year. So it can just be an extra set of play clothes that the children could change into. Okay, when your child is absent, you must record your child's absence. You have to either fill out the report online at our website or call the school office before 8 a.m. Also, when your child returns to school, there must be a written note submitted recording the date and reason for your child's absence. We are definitely much stricter during this period with absences. We encourage you to send your child to school as long as they are feeling well. In the past, someone was tired, they had a party the night before, you might have kept them home. It really is important that the children come to school because they will need a doctor's note saying why they were absent. Okay, it's very, very important now that we're starting school and the children are going to be here full day to set some home routines with them to get them ready for school. Most importantly is setting an early bedtime, probably between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I know so many parents over the years have said, well, I can't get them to bed. Start them with school starting now. Tell them this is because you're going to school now. This is the routine that you're going to have to follow. And I always found with my children, bath, book, and then bed. They take a nice bath. I would read them a storybook to calm them and then put them to bed. Also remember a nice healthy breakfast in the morning. When the children do come in, they do have a snack, but it's not a full breakfast. So please start them off with a nice healthy breakfast. Also packing their backpack and having it ready the night before, maybe setting it by the door. Every single day they should have their mask. They should have a folder, which we're going to provide them. It'll have their name on it. And every day, please, I can't stress enough to check and empty their folder. This is going to be another form of communication that we're going to have with you. So please empty that folder each and every day. It's very hard when the folder gets this thick for you to see what was the new news and important letters going home. Also, every day your child should have a water bottle with them. Please make it a water bottle that has some type of little sippy on the top so that it's not falling over on them. If your child, and we're going to talk about lunchtime, if your child is bringing a lunchbox, because they're going to have their own food, please make sure that the lunchbox is packed inside their backpack each day. School begins at 8:20. We're going to meet on the 258th Street, right at the playground doors. The doors will open at 8:20. Just a suggestion in the beginning. I know that there might be some tears as we start school, but it's so important to get them there on time. And I wouldn't get them there too early because sitting around also waiting sometimes causes a little bit of anxiety if they're there. So I wouldn't get there at 8 o'clock and then have them wait 20 minutes, but just get there about 5 minutes early so that they get in that habit. We open the doors at 8:20. The children will be coming in. The doors do stay open until 8:30. But please try to get them there at 8:20 because then when they come in the classroom, they unpack and they have a little time to settle in. And remember that hug and kiss every morning at the door. Goodbye, and that you'll be there waiting, or someone, family member will be waiting at the door for them. Okay, everything that comes into our classroom should be labeled with your child's name and class pre-K-C. Everything, every little boy and every little girl basically like the same things, Paw Patrol and princesses. So when it comes in and we hold it up, they all basically have the same thing. So please have everything labeled, have their sneakers labeled, anywhere you can write their name. Please, I can't stress enough to have their name put on everything. Their school uniforms, they all have the same sweatshirt and they're all basically the same size. So make sure that everything has their name. We also, as I said before, you need an extra set of clothes, shirt, pants, socks, underwear, and a mask, and just send it in a large Ziploc bag. And we keep that stored for the year. And if your child has an accident where they have to change, we'll send home the wet, dirty clothes in that Ziploc bag. And then please, the next day, send back another set of clothes. Your child is going to need a backpack. And please, I know some are really cute, small little ones. We need a large backpack, large enough for them to store their coat. So their winter coat will be stored inside their backpack during the winter months. So please make sure it's large enough for them to put their coat inside. They will be provided a folder, and please, again, remember to clean that out daily. Also, your child must have a mask, have their name on the front of it, and please clean their mask daily. Either send in a new one or a disposable mask is fine also. Okay, if anyone would like to send in some donations, we're always very appreciative of paper towels, tissues, baby wipes, Clorox wipes, hand sanitizer, or hand soap. Anything like that is very appreciated. Okay, birthdays, we no longer celebrate birthdays with food or any types of goodie bags, especially since the pandemic. The children can dress up on their birthday, just meaning no uniforms. They can wear their own clothes. We'll have them wear a birthday crown. Everybody's birthday is very special, and we do make a big deal out of birthdays in the classroom. We sing happy birthday, and during the day, they'll get to pick different activities that the class can play, but we are not celebrating with any types of food or goodie bags. Okay, some of the important times. Okay, if your child is going to participate in our morning or aftercare programs, there are registration packets which are available through the office. You can call them and they will provide the paperwork. Morning care, your child can come before school starts. School starts at 8:20. Our morning care program starts at 7:15. Our class day ends at 2:48 at dismissal, and that's when our aftercare program would begin, and aftercare hours run till 6 p.m. If your child is going to participate in the aftercare programs, I would just ask that you send a note detailing which days your child will be attending our aftercare program. For some, it's just in case. They're signed up, and in case mom or dad or a relative cannot pick them up, the program would be available. So on those days, you could send a note saying, today my child will be using the aftercare program, listing who will pick up your child at the program. For some, it might be a 5-day, everyday thing. And once you send us one note one day detailing those the days your child will attend regularly, we'll keep that note on file, and an everyday note would not be needed. Okay, our 8:20 is our arrival. Again, we're at 258th Street doors near the playground. At that point, the children will have a temperature check, and their hands will be sanitized. The children will walk to the classroom, walk down to the classroom, and be met by our classroom aide. In our classroom, they'll unpack, they sign in, they wash their hands, and we have a morning activity scheduled for them. Again, I can't stress enough that they do arrive at 8:20. It's also very hard for some children to walk in late. I know even as an adult, it's hard to walk into a room when everybody else is already engaged in an activity. So please try your best to have your child here at 8:20. Our snack time is at 8:45. A daily snack will be provided for your child. We'll be sending home a schedule with what the snacks are for that day. If your child likes the snack, I mean, in the past, we've had yogurt, pretzels, fruit. If your child muffins, we've also had, we'll be sending home a schedule of what the snacks are. If your child likes that snack, and that's fine, you don't have to send anything in for snack. Just make sure you send in their water bottle. If you would like to send a snack, your own snack in, which you may, please make sure it's a healthy snack. Our lunchtime is at 11:30 a.m. Individual lunches will be provided daily. Again, we will be sending home a weekly menu. Will go home. Also at this time, you can also send your own lunch. If your child doesn't like the lunch that's being provided that day, you're more than welcome to send in your own lunch. The children will also receive milk if they would like. Otherwise, they can have their own drink or use their water bottle. Just a reminder that we are a nut-free school. There is absolutely no nuts for snacks. Please check even on the granola bars if someone sends in that there are no nuts, and no peanut butter at all. We'll also be sending home a form asking if your child has any type of food allergies. Please alert us to that, so that your child will not be given any foods that they're allergic to. Okay, everyone's favorite time of the day, our rest time is between 12 and 12:45. Each child is provided with their own cot. We'll be giving them each a brand new cot sheet. This sheet will be sent home every Friday. It's going to have their name is written on, there's a little elastic around the edge. Their name is written on that. And it will come home every Friday. We ask that you wash it and return it Monday morning. We found in the past, many parents left a Ziploc bag, a large Ziploc bag in their backpack, and they would put the clean sheet folded back in the bag on Monday. So it was easy for your child to find the sheet, and we put them back on their cot. The cots are socially distanced around the classroom, and we have some soft music playing during that rest period. Questions we've gotten in the past: do they have to sleep? My child doesn't like to sleep. They don't have to sleep, but we tell the children that this is a rest time. They just lay still, they can listen to the music, they do not have to sleep. I will say that probably a good 80% of the children do fall asleep. It's a busy and active day, especially when they're now coming back to school and they're not used to maybe getting up as early as they're used to during the summer, and doing as many activities throughout the day. The children are tired, and many of them do sleep. We dim the lights, we pull the shades down, but it is not required. They're not forced to sleep. They are just asked to rest. Okay, dismissal is at 2:40 p.m. Again, it's at the playground doors on 258th Street. The beginning of the school year, it will take a little time for me to be able to match your child with the person that's picking them up. So we always ask that, and we talk to your child, and please remind them that they don't call them, and we don't want them to just run out from the door. What we do is we really want hand to hand. We want to see you actually holding your child's hand, and it gives us the opportunity to learn who is picking up each child. Please, you're going to get a form saying who are the possible people who will be picking your child up during the school year. If someone new is going to be picking your child up, please send a note in the morning identifying who this person is. And also we ask that the person who's picking them up has photo identification. We are very protective of your child. So, I mean, we've had situations where a person's come with no ID, and we will not release the child. We'll have to bring them back in. We'll have to make phone calls just to make sure that the right person is picking up your child. And we understand sometimes maybe at 2:30 you're driving and there's a lot of traffic, and you're going to have to make a quick change on who's picking up your child. You can call the office and they will alert us to the change in plans if a note wasn't sent in the morning and something just popped up. Again, we just ask, the office will take that person's name down. We just ask that they have some form of photo identification with them. Okay, our curriculum, we're a center-based program with lots of hands-on activities. Our program, the units of study are broken down into 10 units. Each one lasts about 1 month. Our first program is Welcome to Pre-K, and all of our centers, our math center, science center, building centers, art centers, library center, everything will be built around that unit for the month. We will highlight some of these activities online through our Google Classroom. We also will be sending home a monthly newsletter, which will tell you exactly what the children are doing in the classroom, give you some of important vocabulary that they'll be learning and some of the activities and stories that they'll learn throughout the month. This is a brief view of our schedule. 8:20, we talked about the children arriving. They'll follow their morning routines. It takes a while in the beginning. We are trying to have them become independent. So in the beginning, we will be helping the children, teaching them how to unpack their backpack, how to put their things away in the cubby. They put their folders in certain bins for their table. When the children walk in, they're signing in as best they can. Not everyone is writing their name, we know that, and that will change throughout the year, but we do try to have them sign in the morning. Then they'll have their morning snack. After snack, we gather on the carpet for our morning meeting, which will go over our calendar. We'll sing some good morning songs, and I'll tell them exactly what we're going to be doing that day in the centers that are set up throughout our classroom. The children will go as a class. At 10:30, we'll go to the bathroom. But again, like I said earlier, anytime your child, we know that 10:30 is a little late. If someone has to go to the bathroom, of course, our aide will be taking them to the bathroom. At 10:40, we have gross motor activities. We'll be going out either into the playground or we'll be going out into the schoolyard, and the children will be playing, doing some gross motor activities, playing ball. We'll do some running, some obstacle course, different group activities. At 11:30 is their lunchtime. Again, lunch will be provided, and a menu for all of that will be coming out. Right after lunch, the children will go to the bathroom again. And when they return from the bathroom, this will be our rest or quiet time. When they wake up from their quiet time, we have centers, and usually any children that need to go to the bathroom right after rest will be taken to the bathroom at that time. Again, we'll have our afternoon centers. After centers, we'll have some music and movement activities. We'll meet back on the carpet for our closing meeting and discuss all the things that we did throughout the day. And we'll get them packed up and ready to go home for dismissal. The children also have some specials. They have gym class with a gym teacher once a week, and they have music class with a music teacher. Those are 40-minute periods where they're working with a special teacher and our classroom aide. Our ways of communication. I'm available through our Google Classroom. You can write a note and place it in your child's folder. My email is here, egately@olscafp.org. Again, we already have a class newsletter that goes out monthly to keep you up to date on any special dates coming up. I also can't encourage you enough to look over the Our Lady of the Snows Catholic Academy webpage. There is so much information and calendars set up there with all the special activities that are happening throughout the year. Okay, our first day of school, which we're all looking forward to, is going to be Wednesday, September 8th. Again, we'll start at 8:20, but we will have a shortened day. We will be getting out at 11:20 a.m. At the same doors on 258th Street near the playground. The first day is very hectic. There's a lot of anxiety for children and moms and dads and everyone starting their first day of school, especially after being off for so long. Some children will walk in, are very excited, and there will be some tears by children and some moms and dads. I will tell you, it usually passes very, very quickly once they get into school and they see all the fun activities. So please just encourage your children. They're going to have a great and fun year. We're all looking forward to having them in our room this year and meeting with all of you. The children will be receiving a name tag with their name on it. We'll give that to them the first day. It'll be on a lanyard. We ask you, please, especially for the first week of school, to keep that on them. All of a sudden, one day it'll disappear when they come to school with it, and that's when everyone knows who they are. So please make sure after we give them their name tag on the first day, please have them come to school with that on Thursday and definitely on Friday of the first week. Okay, we're going to have our orientation on September 2nd, and any questions you have, I'd be very happy to answer. I'm very excited to be your child's teacher this year, and we look forward to a wonderful year. Thank you.